Hello everyone, Jay here. I'm going to be commentating over my quarterfinals match here against Dan. Just letting you know what I'm thinking throughout this match. So early on, I haven't played Dan before, so just trying to get a feel for how he plays and think about how I'm going to start winning points. Alright, so you can see there, going for big second serve returns early on, hoping to take control in that way. So here, I managed to sort of get myself out of a tough position, and I'm able to get an error off the volley. There, I almost fall over. But early on, I'm pretty happy with that game because at least I got a couple points in it, and I didn't give too many easy errors. Alright, so we get into a bit of a rally here. I'm keeping the ball fairly deep, which is good, but he is controlling the point for sure. Let's see, I'm scrambling a lot more than him. Then eventually I give him a short ball, have a good look at the pass here, try and go for a little angled pass, but miss it. You can see here I'm definitely doing a lot more running, so pretty lucky to get it out with that point there. So definitely looking to shorten the points and control the points a little more here. Get a lucky error there. And another one, so that's really helpful. Alright, so now we're at 1-1. Looking to be aggressive here, I get a serve that I can attack, come to the net, which will be something that I'm usually trying to do, put away the overhead. So pretty clean point there. See here, I get a little bit of a lucky return, get him out of position, do a really good job, hit that backhand hard, he gets this ball back, and then that's really bad miss. But at least I was controlling that point, so I'm happy with that at least. Good serve, he goes for a tough drop shot, misses. Now I'm in this game a little bit here, which is good. Good return there, force him to the slice. That's a really solid slice. Now I've got him moving quite a bit more here. Keeping the ball fairly deep. It's a good ball there. And I get it back deep, and he gives me that free point. So now I get some break points here. Definitely looking to be aggressive. Good return there. Good deep slice. Force him to hit some backhands here. And then he comes in on a pretty weak approach. So I'm able to get the break here. Alright, so now obviously looking to consolidate the break. Nice easy point off that first serve there. Looking to get in. I was up 15-love, so definitely looking to serve and volley a little bit, win a couple of free points here. Because so far he's mostly controlling the ground strokes, the ground stroke rallies. So definitely looking to get to net here. That ball, in hindsight, looked like it was out. He turns around, but I wasn't sure if it was out or not, so I called it in. 30-all here. We get into a little bit of a slice exchange. Find an opportunity to hit a forehand, but definitely not enough placement on that approach. You can say right there, that's not a good approach. Looking to serve and volley again, looking to get in, keep the point short here. Good ball there. Good serve +1. Play some good defense. Okay, so now I'm starting to control the rallies a little bit here. It pushes it a little long there. Alright, so now we're at deuce. Alright, good second serve there. Keeping the ball fairly deep, probably not getting enough direction on the balls until that one. Good direction, but not enough depth. Doing a good job getting the ball back here, playing some defense. Obviously, tend to win longer rallies. It's kind of my game. So not a bad position to be in, but he's just moved me too much, and eventually I missed. All right, so short ball, come to the net, force a tough slice, which he hits wide. Now finally get a first serve here. Just an easy error going for too much on that forehand. Again, good serve. Start controlling this rally, which is good. He's hitting some balls short. Come to net again. That's a really solid volley there. You can see. Fist pump to my camp. Again, good first serve. Keeping the ball pretty deep here. You can see I'm being a little bit too content, not necessarily stepping in on a lot of these shots. Nice tweener there. Come to the net. Another error. So yeah, I'm like sticking back definitely too much. I need to, not in terms of like serving and volleying, but sticking back, and like we're getting into these rallies. Maybe I have an opportunity to hit the ball a little earlier, take away his time like that, instead of staying far behind the baseline and kind of just making sure I don't miss. So I could be definitely more aggressive by trying to meet the ball earlier, which doesn't really up the risk as much. It's a pretty safe way to be aggressive. But you can see, like, on that back end there, I probably should have been moving forward. Instead, I'm just trying to manipulate it with my upper body instead of using my weight. And so he's able to control the point. So we get into a good rally here. Keeping the ball pretty deep, especially off my backhand side here. But he's controlling the direction again. Again, I'm just kind of waiting for a ball that I can attack, but I give him a short ball too early, and then I hit a pretty good pass there, give him a tough volley, but he deals with it really well. So now we're back on serve. Alright, good attack of a second serve there. That's going to really be the big difference, I think, in this match. And you can see me, or hear me talking here about how I need to attack second serves. First serve to the forehand, good attack there. Still, he's managing to control these rallies more than me. I'd say, like, I'm definitely doing way more running. I keep hitting it back to him in the center. Finally get it to his backhand. Now I'm moving the ball a little more than him. I am getting it to his backhand a decent amount, which is good. Moving him again. Good defensive slice. And eventually he misses there. Alright, so again, another love 30 here. Second serve. Hit it hard deep middle. Actually, I like the move here. I'm pretty deep inside the court, and he's pretty far back. Just poor execution on that drop shot. Good little winner there. Job being aggressive in the second serve. He plays a good point there.
Great shot.
Good serve, good forehands. Pretty solid backhand return there, very deep. Another deep backhand. Obviously looking for the forehand though, and then he gives me an error. So that's helps the cause. Up a break again. So now you can see I'm doing a better job controlling this rally. It's a good backhand down the line, but he deals with it well. Eventually getting there. So you can see I'm starting to control the rallies a little bit better here. That's what I was trying to do in the previous game, just like snipe off a free point because he's not expecting to serve a volley. Now you can see I'm really controlling the point. Running, running, running. I'm directing the ball. I'm kind of not, ultimately, I've been a counterpuncher for a while, so I'm not as comfortable controlling the rally, so I do miss from time to time. There you see another missed serve and volley. Really bad drop shot. I was up 30-11 this game. Now I'm down a break point. This is a great point. Hit a really good volley there. I probably shouldn't have backed up that far. And he's eventually able to poke it by me. I really probably should have won that point. There are a couple bad decisions in that rally, but he does play quite a few good shots there as well. All right, so now I'm looking to... We're on serve again, unfortunately. So that error there, I'm actually not super upset with, because at least I was controlling the point. And I had a forehand that, like, I definitely should have hit it aggressively. Good little forehand slice deep there off the net. Eventually hits it long. Good deep return. Enough to force an error. So yeah, I think, you know, you can see from some of the points that he plays really well, I feel like on this day he definitely wasn't playing anywhere near his best, at least in this match. Because he's giving me quite a few free points where I'm not having to work super hard for it, I'm just kind of getting a few more balls back. There, that was a really good shot, I would say. Good decision. I'm inside the court, he's pretty deep. And I haven't gone for a ton of drop shots yet. There's a really good pass by him. And then there, I probably should have closed the net. I backed up a little too far, gave him room for the pass. Still almost made it, but... Okay, great little +1 forehand there. And then back to where he wasn't, gives me a chance to approach. And then a volley that's, backhand volley that's deep enough there. So you can see when I'm getting the short balls, I'm trying to go to net. That's definitely something I'm looking to do in this match and in most matches, because I'm not going to be hitting a ton of winners from the baseline. At least yet. That's a work in progress, so we're going to be aggressive by getting to the net. So yeah, I think, like I was mentioning, one of the big differences here is I think I'm attacking more second serves with my forehand. And I think I'm serving, my second serve is maybe a little stronger than his. So you can see that when I have to hit a second serve, I'm getting a little bit better direction and keeping it to his backhand more often. And when he does decide to run around it, like there and on the other one, he's not able to get quite as good a strike as I'm getting on a lot of them. There, I mean, you see I missed one, so of course, like, I'm going to miss him too. But I think for the most part, I'm doing a better job attacking second serves. And then, yeah, I mean, you can see there, like, this is, I think that's more what he's used to doing, right? Like, he's hitting a backhand winner on me. He was pretty confident there. I think he's definitely just not playing his best. See, there's a pretty good rally. And again, another backhand winner, right? So I think he was definitely a little frustrated. Because he's doing that, like, with no problem, but then, like, he's also missing his balls, so just a little too inconsistent here and there. And that's just a super ugliness. Should not have missed that. So I get a couple of unreturned serves here, which is really helpful. Super lucky there. So one thing I really like to try and do is, I think I serve more on the first serve to the forehand and body than a lot of people, because I'm looking to get a forehand as the first ball. Okay, so here's the first set stats. You can see everything's pretty much the same, other than that I won a few more points, higher percentage of points off of the second serve. And you can see I forced a few more errors. I think primarily those extra forced errors came from returns as well as from my own serves. Okay, so a little shot frequency chart here for the first set. You can see around 30 of the points were between 0 and 4 shots. It's pretty standard that this number of shot rally is going to be the most frequent. That's why serve and return +1 are so important. You can see that I won the majority of the points between 0 and 4 shots, as well as the longer rallies here. This is a super positive result for me because, of course, I've been practicing serve and return +1, and I like playing longer points as well. Alright, so now we're starting the second set here. Obviously pretty pleased to have come out with the first set. Clearly feeling confident because I just kind of rip a backhand at him, get back, good ball for a pass. I wasn't really looking for direction there on that first one. So now good return, but he deals with it super well. Now I'm scrambling. But super lucky here, I guessed correctly. I'm able to get that lob deep. Now suddenly we're at love 30. I mean, that's just sick, right? Like, he hits a good serve, good forehand. I hit a really good pass there, and he just deals with it like it's nothing. And that's also just a brilliant point. So you can imagine how much trouble I would be in if he was playing all of the points like that. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good return. I think staying aggressive on the second serve returns, like, even though he was, like, he had a point to hold there, like, that was super key. And then here, this is just like, oh, I really want you to hold here. I'm going to miss this backhand. Played such a good lob and then really had an opportunity there. But all right, so we're in this backhand-to-backhand rally. Looking at some forehands. He gets me out of position there. Then here, just super lucky that he misses that. Another chance at deuce here. I'm really looking to break. Like, okay, we need to start this set off with a break. And you can see I'm looking basically every time that he has to hit a second serve, I'm looking to hit a forehand. Keeping the ball fairly deep here. But I'm mostly hitting up the middle, which there are plenty of people that I train with who would be super upset at that. Get a lucky error. And then another lucky error right there again. Pushes that just a little wide. So now I'm up a break again here. Looking to get lots of first serves in and get points like that going. So 2 in a row, that's really helpful. Again, you can see there, I'm getting my second serve enough to his backhand that he's not really able to hit a deep return when he runs around it and hits a forehand. Looking here to be aggressive. And see, that right there is a perfect example of what I should do more often. I met that ball early, and just by taking away the time, by moving forward, I'm able to hit a much more aggressive ball. I'm not really swinging harder, not really taking a risk, but it's taking away his time and forcing him to hit a more difficult shot. Great backhand by him there. And that's just a super clean point. That's basically the way that I hit any winner. Good approach, come to net. The first volley is a setup, and look to put away the next volley or overhead. So now I'm up 2-0. Again, looking to be aggressive whenever I get a second serve to attack. Super lucky that he had an error there, because he controlled that point well. And that was a really solid approach. Also, important to note, like, the way we're being aggressive here is, like, if you look at the height over the net that we're hitting the ball, we're not hitting it an inch over the net even when we're trying to attack the ball. Okay? It's when you start trying to hit low, like you tried to hit there, that's when the misses start to creep in. So you can be aggressive and give the ball a little bit of height, for sure. Again, super lucky that he's giving me those 2 volley errors. But it's also a good thing to notice for me during this match is even when he's controlling points and he's able to get to the net, I don't need to hit a perfect pass. Right? Like, he will give me errors if I keep the ball low-ish and just make him hit a volley. So he hasn't put away too many volleys yet, so that's something to keep in mind. Really make sure that I force him to hit a volley when he comes to net. Good return there by him off the backhand. Right, so there's another example. He's in control of that point. He gets a volley that's pretty high, but he kind of just pushes it. He pushes it deepish, but, you know, he's not putting away volleys and then misses the overhead. So at this point, I'm up 4-0. That second break was crucial. And you can see now he really starts going for it. So he hits some good serves, hit a great forehand winner. And now he goes on this run of, I think, like almost 9 points in a row that he wins. Right? So that's a really good approach. He puts away that volley well. We're at 3 straight points he's won, and then he hits a forehand winner. So in that game, he hit 3 winners and an unreturned serve. So definitely playing well. So we get into a pretty solid point here. We're both moving the ball around well. And then here, I'm super upset, right? So that wasn't a bad ball to go for. I would say that the mistake was not aiming high enough on that shot. So when you're trying to change direction and you're pretty far behind the baseline, you need to give it more height. First of all, to avoid the net, but second of all, to give yourself time to recover to the opposite corner. So, good point here by me. I'm controlling the direction. He's doing way more running. But now he starts getting the offense a little bit here in a second. Yep, so now he's got me pretty far behind. I'm hitting backhands. I'm trapped in the backhand corner. Hit a good deep slice, but now I'm running. It's a great forehand there. Another solid slice, but we'll see. Moves forward super well there and puts away that overhead. So now he has won 6 points in a row. Good return there. Does a great job making me run there with that shot. And now push another ball long, so make it 7 points. Or no, sorry, I guess that's 8 points. 8 points. Good serve. He's got me running. Solid slice there. Now I got him running. I'm actually doing a pretty good job controlling this point, and then my feet just start to betray me, and my legs a little bit too. But that's why you get 2 breaks. It's called an insurance break for a reason. Great second serve there. Push a little wide. Good first serve. Now he's at 40 love. So finally he misses after winning like far too many points in a row. At least I stopped the bleeding a little bit. Now here, I mean, that's just an unacceptable error. All right, so at this point I'm thinking, all right, he's won 3 straight games. Really going to need to hold now and then look to apply the pressure if you can hold. So I come to the net, and that's just a filthy pass. My volley wasn't good, but that pass was just so good. That's a really deep backhand. Super helpful there. Now I've got him moving with the backhand and force the error. Well, maybe not force the error, but get the error. Good first serve. Luckily, I start making some first serves here. That, I think, is one of the smartest serves of the match. So I hadn't hit any kickers on a first serve, so I thought to myself, all right, his timing is for flat serves. Let's throw the kicker in and hope he misses. There, I do exactly what I've been saying I should do the whole time, which is when you get a ball which is like 3/4 court, run up to it quickly and rob time by getting to it quickly, not by swinging hard. So here he gets a good serve. Now second serve, looking to attack it here. You can see I get around it. I'm able to attack it. Again, that's a huge key to this match, I would say. Basically, after that return, I'm controlling the direction for the rest of this point here. Until that shot, I defend it well, and then I just make him hit a tough volley and he misses. So match point, at this point I'm just saying, all right, Jay, don't miss. You gotta just play a point out long here. Don't give him an error. And luckily he gives me the error. So that's the match. Okay, so let me just quickly take you through the second set stats here. So we can see Dan did a much better job at keeping his first serve percentage high here. And we both won a significantly higher percentage of points on our first serves than we did in the first set. But you can see again, big difference here is now I'm winning 86% of his second serve points. He's hitting more winners, but he's also hitting more unforced errors, and I was able to force a few more errors than him. Shot frequency about the same as during the first set, still more 0 to 4 shot rallies than anything else, but we have significantly less long points than we did before. Probably we're both getting a little tired. You can see again here, I'm able to win a higher percentage of 0 to 4 shot rallies and a much higher percentage of the long rallies, but overall pretty similar to the first set here. And here's the stats from the entire match. Pretty much tells the same story that the stats from the individual sets told. I'm forcing more errors, most likely with the serve and with the second serve return, and I'm winning a significant amount of his second serve points compared to him against me. So I think overall the message here is simple. Work on your serve and return +1, and make sure that you attack second serves.